You are listening to 88.3 FM WHCM, a broadcast station of the Harper College Board of Trustees. And welcome to the Sheesh. I'm your host, Tavi Papazian, and joining me today we have...
Will.
Me.
Both of you just wanted
Dylan.
the... All right.
Will.
All right.
America.
Dylan, Will, and the entirety of the United States of America. I have no idea how we got everyone else here, but I know that we got you two. And before we get into the news this week, which there is a lot of news to cover for the past week, we should cover the games that are releasing this week. Starting with today, for the Nintendo Switch, Moonlighter, releasing today, November 5th. And tomorrow, we have Arc Extinction for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Grip for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Omen of Sorrow for the PlayStation 4, Transpose for the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and PlayStation VR, Carnival Games for the Nintendo Switch, Brawlhalla for the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, Overkill's The Walking Dead, releasing today and on the 8th in Europe, Leisure Suit Larry, I'm not going to be able to say the subtitle, but that's releasing on the PC for November 6th, Swords and Soldiers 2, Shawarmageddon for the PC and PlayStation 4, Durasane for the PlayStation VR, Siren for the PlayStation VR, World of Final Fantasy Maxima for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, and on the 7th, for the PC, we have Hellsign, Fluffy Horde, Holy Potatoes, and for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, we have Kursk, Steel Rats. For the PC, we have Survival Ball on November 8th, Valiant Hearts for the Switch, Crashlands for the Switch, The Bug Butcher for the Switch, Mercenary Wings of False Phoenix, Battlezone Gold Edition, and then for PC and Switch, we have Rage in Peace.
Will, you want to take these last few?
Yeah. And on the 9th, we have Tetris Effect for PS4 and PSVR. Anno Domini for the Switch. We have Forgotten Anne for the Switch. We got Battlefield 5, the EA Origin Trial for PC and Xbox One. We have Hitman, the Gold and Collector's Edition for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And we have 1111 Memories Retold for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
All right. That is a ton of games that we have this week. And, I mean, if you're a collector, shell out your money, like now. But let's get into the news for this week. The Librarian of Congress has passed a law to protect game preservation. And this can actually help with mods and emulations that are going around online. They stated that as long as the user has obtained the code through legal means, meaning that you have actually purchased and paid for the game in a legal way, they are free to emulate them in any way that they choose. So basically what they're saying is if you have a game, you are able to take the ROM code and play it anywhere you want, as long as you're not giving it away or selling it for money. So that's a great thing for emulators. I know I have plenty of old games on hardware that I can no longer access or no longer work. And the only way that I'm able to play these classic titles like Castlevania 1, Castlevania 3, all these old games, especially for handhelds like Pokemon and all that, I can only play them on emulators.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I try to play Pokemon and Zelda on emulators.
Pokemon on the phone, greatest thing ever.
Which one?
Better.
Pokemon Go or like GBA for iOS?
No. I got an emulator on my Android.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, GBA.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
All right.
Like My Boy or something.
So good.
Oh, I love your voice. It's so soothing. Can I get you to read like? Can I get you to read me a book, like audiobook, so I can fall asleep at night?
Only if you sit on my lap.
Ooh. All right.
Red Dead.
All right, moving on to the game that I think everyone has been playing and just sinking all their free time into, Red Dead Redemption 2. That it's still in the news, it's still going strong, but unfortunately not as strong as some other games. In the UK, in physical sales only, it was not able to beat FIFA 19.
Yeah, but FIFA kind of sucks. So, potato, potato.
Opinion. That's more an opinion than
My opinion's a fact.
All right. But yeah, so FIFA 19 in the UK in terms of just physical sales, not including digital. A lot of people are going very digital with modern systems, but could still be that Red Dead is the number one selling game in the UK, but just not physically. But some bad news, a huge bug has been discovered in the game that is making people lose huge chunks of the game for a little while. A bug starting in Chapter 2 for the mission Polite Society Valentine Style, which is a mission that you do with Uncle. It's very early on in the game. Removes the entire Marston family as well as another character named Sadie. It caused them to go missing until about Chapter 4. Thankfully, I have not been one of the people affected by this bug. But currently, Rockstar's temporary solution until they are able to patch the bug is the temporary solution is to, if the mission Polite Society Valentine Style is failed, they want you to restart the entire mission and not reload the checkpoint. This will cause the bug to not happen. So if you have unfortunately been one of the people affected by this bug, you may have to completely either restart or wait until Chapter 4, which is going to be quite a bit a ways before you're able to see John, Jack, Abigail, and Sadie again. Did you guys get this bug at all, or?
No, I didn't.
No, but about the bug, Marston's just a traitor anyways, so who really needs him?
I mean,
yeah, he doesn't really do anything except
where does he go when he goes missing?
Yeah, exactly. He just ends up shooting everyone in the next game. So.
Yeah, that's literally the entire plot of the first game. He just goes around killing everyone else.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers for a game that's 8 years old. In case you didn't know.
Hey, shut up.
All right, but some good news for us PC players. The mobile companion app for Red Dead Redemption 2, some in-app files point towards an eventual PC release, according to Rockstar Intel. As they were digging through the files for the mobile app, there were some things that were pointing to PC assets and PC releases, things that are very much pointed towards a PC audience and code. So it could be the rumors are sounding a bit more true that Rockstar is planning on eventually releasing the game on PC, which I'm not so sure about how legit those are. It did take a few years for Grand Theft Auto to come to PC, yes, but the original Red Dead Redemption, as well as the predecessor, as well as its what I don't want to say predecessor. Is that the word that I'm looking for? The one that came before it?
What are we doing? Prequels? Sequels?
Will's just completely. You're still playing Red Dead, aren't you?
Nah. I'm working now. I was supposed to do stuff today, and
You should be playing
work.
Red Dead though.
Yeah.
But yeah, its predecessor, Red Dead Revolver, as well as the original Red Dead Redemption, were never released on PC. At least.
Oh, so they're being released on PC now. Okay.
Well, some files in the mobile companion app for Red Dead Redemption 2 do point towards PC releases. Maybe if you'd been paying attention, you would know.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, but
Okay, so going like
even
gonna be
without
like
that, even without that PC release, Rockstar is still making bank on Red Dead Redemption 2. In the first 3 days, they made $725 million. Holy crud!
Yeah. Throw some of that my way, and I'll give them a little endorsement. Make that a cool 8.
I mean, technically we're not allowed to endorse them, but
Well, I'm endorsing it. Play Red Dead
uh,
Redemption 2. It's great.
It's just a suggestion. We're not endorsing them.
Nope, I'm endorsing it.
all right. Will has the endorsement. WHCM does not. But for comparison,
Pay me
that
money.
game is Red Dead Redemption 2. The amount of money that they made in such little time is second only to Rockstar's previous endeavor, Grand Theft Auto 5, which had made $1 billion in just 3 days. Not as good, but still nothing to just shake a stick at. It is
A literal billion.
Yeah, it made $1 billion in 3 days, and Red Dead isn't that far behind either.
Craziness.
But continuing on from in-game files for Red Dead, searching through some in-game files, people have found that you can possibly buy properties in Red Dead Online, whether that means buying houses or like you do in GTA Online, or being able to actually buy businesses like ranches or all these other things in order to make money. That might be something that you find very early on in Red Dead Online, which, if you remember, for GTA Online, it took them a few years to get to something like that.
Because that's my dream in like a cowboy simulator, an outlaw simulator. I just want to go and like shovel cow crap. That's a great game.
I mean,
Good move, Rockstar. Take all the fun out of everything.
Making it work.
yeah.
What?
Taking the fun, making it into a job.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like I do that for money already to buy your game. Now you're making me do it in the game. What is this world coming to?
It's coming to Rockstar making $725 million in 3 days off this game that we all paid for and we've all been just shoveling all our time into.
Fake news.
Okay. But that's it for Red Dead Redemption news. But before we continue, I just want to let everyone listening know that the new tutoring center is open and ready to help you with all of your academic needs. Located in Building F in room F110, the tutoring center has tutors for all subjects and they are ready to answer all of your questions. Stop on by or call 847-925-6539. Once again, the number is 847-925-6539. All right, and moving on to Fallout 76, another big game releasing later this year. Bethesda has said that they want to put every major game that they are working on onto the Nintendo Switch, including the next Wolfenstein. But unfortunately, it was not quote-unquote doable for Fallout 76. Sorry to all you Nintendo Switch users, but it does not look like Fallout 76 will not be... It does not look like Fallout 76 will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So, unfortunately, although I would love to see that eventually come out, because, I mean...
Fallout. Because Fallout.
Yeah, just because
I'm not a fan of Fallout.
I'm not a huge fan. I haven't played too many of them, or I think I played a little bit of Fallout 4. It's just never been a series that I personally was able to, that I was never got into. It's always been like one of those games that every time one of those comes out, another game that I'm more excited for comes out around the same time. So it's like, well, which one?
They just made the ghouls too scary.
I like it. I think it's fun.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a fun, addicting game. It's just because I know how addicting Bethesda games are, I don't want to go into that, especially with all that's on my plate. What is happening?
He's attacking the mic again.
Get him away.
That's what I'm doing.
For anyone listening, that's That's a little Larry right there, little bird that we have, or that Will has.
He's my little boy.
He's our mascot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the Sheesh's mascot is Larry,
Larry Bird.
the Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fallout 76 will not be coming to Nintendo Switch, but fortunately for Nintendo Switch users, Bethesda has confirmed that microtransactions will be in the game. So, yeah, microtransactions a very what's the word that I'm looking for? Controversial thing that's been going around the news lately. However, to make players a bit more at ease, Bethesda CEO Pete Hines has said that all microtransactions will be for cosmetic items only, and that there won't be pay to win, and it is not loot crates. So he's assuring everyone that this is not a pay to win sort of situation like some other games from other publishers, developers, Battlefront 2. But despite that, it is no secret that loot crates are a massive part of the modern video game industry, and that they are pushing for developers to put loot crates and microtransactions into their software as much as they possibly can. So much so that 1/3 of Ubisoft's quarter revenue from this past quarter was strictly from microtransactions. And I just realized that my voice went really high there for some reason, or like went completely silent.
No, your voice was normal.
Oh, I don't know.
You're losing it.
Well, I'm a bit sick for anyone.
You got a really sexy voice tonight. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I love you, Will.
Give me a grumbly in my tumbly.
All right, but yeah, microtransactions will be in Fallout 76. Dylan, you want to take the next point right here?
Sure. Black Ops 4.
Yeah,
servers
you're our
in the
Call of
US.
Duty expert here.
Thank you. Even though I've been playing Red Dead, because
Well, you've also
Red Dead.
yeah.
Servers in the U.S., according to individual tests, see the server send rate was at 62 hertz for multiplayer. Blackout is still at 20 hertz. So, yeah.
Yeah, in case anyone remembers from last week, we did report that a lot of users have been experiencing lower send rates to the servers from what they experienced in the beta. Activision has been working to try to mitigate that and help that out, get it back to that 60 hertz instead of the 20 hertz that they were facing earlier at the game's launch. So fortunately, they have been able to get that up for multiplayer, but Blackout is still a issue for them.
Yep. And what sucks is back to microtransactions. They're coming on the PS. They're from the PS4 version. They're coming to the Xbox soon, and points are gonna be harder to gain, so they're gonna make players want to pay for them.
Yeah, a lot of Reddit users have actually been in an uproar about this. They've been going around saying that the point system is a lot lower than what it has been in previous Call of Duty games, making it a lot harder for people to actually gain experience and all that. Have you noticed anything? I mean, I know you haven't played too much, but you played more than me and Will combined. But have you noticed anything with the point system or anything about how it feels different?
For wait, multiplayer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like amazing. I mean, there was a lot of double XP, but again, I grind zombies, so I've been playing a lot of zombies. When I have played multiplayer, yeah, it's nothing to like
I
talk
play
about how
multiplayer.
oh my god the points are great, but because
It's hard.
they're not.
Yeah.
Multiplayer's hard. They made it hard.
See, I'm always that one guy that goes around with a shotgun and just murders everyone, ending
Or gets
everyone's
murdered because
streaks.
you're running around with a shotgun.
Speaking of, they made shotguns suck in that game.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 4?
Yeah, they
Oh.
2 shotguns, and they're the worst. So
Come on, the shotgun in Black Ops 3 was always the best because I would just run around with like the first shotgun that you would get in the game, and I would just murder everyone left and right.
Yeah, well, the one you get
No,
in
I
the
feel
game,
like Black Ops 4 is a lot about assault rifles, maybe submachine guns too. Quick scoping is actually not bad.
No, it's hard.
It's not bad.
But I just remember playing on your PS4 at your house, and I would just literally grab the first shotgun. And I would just go around murdering everyone. You're like, how are you getting this many kills? And I'm like, the shotgun. It's the noob's weapon for Call of Duty, because it's a very cheap weapon. It's very very scumbag move right there. But that's who I am.
So is life.
Life is a scumbag move.
Next point. We're moving on.
Life is a scumbag move. Put that on a t-shirt right now, somebody.
Yeah. Next point.
All right, but before we move on to the next point, I just want to let people know that did you know that Harper College has a space on campus designated for the individual reflection, prayer, and a quiet place to think? The reflection room is located in Building A, Room A332. Check in with student involvement to have the room open to you. Once again, the room is Room A332. Microsoft may be trying to compete with the Nintendo Switch in terms of mobile controls and mobile gaming. Company documents that have leaked reveal that Microsoft is developing physical controllers for mobile devices. They look very similar to Xbox controllers that you just plug to the side of your phone or to the side of your tablet. Very much like how the Nintendo Switch, the Joy-Cons grip to the side of the actual Switch itself. I currently have mine in my hands, and it's still, I love just clicking them in and out. It's still so satisfying. I love it. But Switch. But yeah, apparently these prototypes have been in the works since 2014, and they have since been put on hold. However, Microsoft is looking back into trying to redevelop them and bring them to a new audience, possibly to compete with Nintendo in the mobile market space. Maybe not necessarily with their own hardware, but definitely with hardware peripherals. But speaking of prototype controllers, especially with Nintendo, a prototype Wii remote for the Nintendo GameCube actually sold at a Yahoo auction for 74,000 yen. That's over $660 US. It actually looks fairly similar to the final product. It's a little bit more of a gray color, and instead of it being completely wireless, it does have a wire coming out the back to a GameCube adapter where you would plug it into the GameCube, but it does also come with a sensor to tell the system where exactly the remote is. And it looks a bit weird, but at the same time very familiar. Have you guys seen a picture of this thing yet, or have you guys seen this thing at all?
Yeah, I have.
What are we talking about? I wasn't listening.
Stop blacking out.
Sorry, I'm doing stuff.
This is how you know this show's great. Are the people on the show aren't even paying attention to the show? We're
talking about the GameCube controller, right?
Yeah, the prototype Wii remote for the GameCube controller.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you said like something about like 70,000 yen. I thought that was a lot of money, but 600 is nothing compared to 70,000. So.
But developer James Montaigne has actually confirmed the authentication of the hardware on Twitter, saying that he actually remembers getting those development controllers and working with them. So we do know that this is an actual real controller. It's not just something that somebody cooked up in their garage. This is an actual legit controller that has sold for auction. So somebody got a unique piece of gaming history right there. And
yeah, let's steal it.
I think the buyer remained anonymous, but I don't know.
I bet I could. I'm a good.
That's the
detective.
next
I can
National
figure it
Treasure movie.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage just going to steal the prototype Wiimote.
Man, that guy's I admire him, but he's like a psycho.
Gotta
Right?
get
Oh,
the
he's definitely just insane. But
I admire a man who takes every job offer he gets.
He does not refuse anything
It's
at
a work
all.
ethic. I like it.
If it pays, he's in. But
He was supposed to be Superman.
oh
I got
yeah,
really
he
excited
was.
for a bit.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been
costume looked
hilarious.
awesome.
Not gonna lie, his costume did look awesome, and he had the long hair at the same time.
He has long receding hair. He looked like an idiot.
Superman.
Oh, dude, he looked like Superman if he was in a CoverGirl commercial.
Coverman.
Easy breezy, beautiful, saving the world, CoverGirl.
Wow, okay.
That was
Wow.
terrible.
No, that was actually good. Should put you in contact with some people.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm sort of a big deal over at CoverGirl. You know.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the next CoverGirl.
Oh God. I'd pay to see that commercial, honestly. The commercial with Will, just as a cover girl.
Dude, a little mascara, my eyes just pop.
I'll make your eyes pop when I just squeeze your little head in.
Whoa, PG. Come
He's
on,
got a
we're
really
on-
big head.
we're
What are you
on-
talking about?
we're on-
I'm
No,
gonna
that's okay.
I'm gonna pop your eyes out when I give you the biggest hug.
Like that mouse I showed you today.
Oh.
All right, next.
God.
PlayStation news.
All right. Moving on to PlayStation. Yeah, the PlayStation has actually released their lineup for the PlayStation Classic. Their tiny little mini retro system in the vein of the NES Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic. So these are the games that are releasing. Battle Arena Toshinden. Just as a reminder or just as some information, I never had an original PlayStation, so I don't know a lot of these games. Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, the original Grand Theft Auto, the top-down, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, the original, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. I don't know about you guys, but there seem to be quite a few big games that are missing from this.
Yeah.
Like
Like what?
Metal Gear Solid 2? Like, where's Metal Gear Solid 2 at all? I don't think anyone really remembers very much of Oddworld, but I mean, I could see why that would be on there.
Am I a bad person for like knowing one of those games?
Is it Grand Theft Auto?
No. Wait, oh. Yeah, I know two of those games.
Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, Tekken, Tom Clancy.
Okay, so I know like
Yeah,
five
a lot
of
of
those.
those games.
Never mind. I know all those
Wait,
games.
wasn't Crash Bandicoot on the original PlayStation?
I think so.
Where the
They
heck
actually
is Crash
changed.
Bandicoot?
No, they changed his
It-
name to Crash Bandicat.
Notice how no one would laugh there?
Cheese balls.
Oh god, we're bringing that joke back?
Cheese balls.
Okay. But yeah, where's Crash
Best
Bandicoot?
RPG.
I mean,
Maybe it wasn't on PS1. Maybe it was on something else.
I could have sworn the original Crash Bandicoot was on.
Nintendo.
No, it was not a Nintendo console.
It was
No,
Nintendo
platform
game.
of origin. The original PlayStation back in 1996.
All right. Well,
That was like the dark age. Though.
Oh wait, maybe they don't have it because I don't think Sony owns the exclusive rights to that anymore. Because they just released the Insane trilogy, so maybe they don't have the complete rights to it.
I own the rights to Mackie Mouse. It's at my
It's your own.
Wisney.
It's your own
Yeah, it's my-
creation.
Yeah, it's at my theme park, Wisney Dreamland. Pretty great.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the actual Walt Disney Company owns, like, is able to sue you for things like that, because I think
Nah,
I
it's
think their
different.
copyright protects against stuff like that.
Different name. They can try, but
And
I
I
got the
think they will
court.
succeed. I very
I got the
much think they
court of
will
public
succeed.
opinion on my side.
You're not a very popular person, so
No, we'll settle out of court. They'll give me money.
they're gonna give you money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in case your trial that you're definitely going to be found guilty at is broadcast on the radio, I want to remind everyone that you are listening to 88.3 WHCM FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of the Harper College Board of Trustees.
86.1 million PS4 units shipped worldwide.
Oh,
that
okay.
that massive change in subject. Sony has released a statement that they have shipped out 86.1 million PlayStation 4 units worldwide, and that the PlayStation 4 is well on its way to selling 100 million units, joining with the only other systems to break that being the original PlayStation, the PlayStation 2, the Wii, the Nintendo DS, and the Nintendo Game Boy. Or all the Nintendo Game Boys combined, I think. So most of that's actually just dominated by Nintendo, which makes you wonder how good is Nintendo just selling hardware over the years.
Yeah, that Japanese work ethic.
But to go along with their 86.1 million units, they have also confirmed that they have over 34 million PlayStation Plus subscribers. That you guys have PlayStations. I don't. Do you guys? Is it a lot like Xbox Live Gold where they like give you free
Yeah.
games and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yes. It
All
is.
right. Yeah, I'm not an expert, or I don't know too much on PlayStation. You guys are more the experts on that. But
Yeah, expert. Yeah.
but continuing with I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Continuing with continuing with sales unit numbers, Nintendo has sold over 22.8 million Nintendo Switches. And compare to that, the GameCube in its total lifetime sold 21.7 million units in its lifetime. And the Switch has only been out for about a year and a half now, around that time. So it beat the GameCube in its entire lifespan, just a year and a half. So
I guess. But there's a major flaw to the Switch that no one notices. I lost my Switch.
I
Yeah,
don't think
so-
that's a flaw in the
No,
Switch.
It's definitely a flaw because I take it places and then I leave it places because it doesn't like
I
plug
think it's a
in
flaw in
anywhere.
you.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
no, no,
flaw
no,
in you,
no.
not necessarily the
No.
system.
No, we live in a world where the consumer's always right. Therefore,
To a point.
They have to cater to my needs.
Yeah, if you
As the
forgot to put mustard on the hot dog, that's a different story than losing Nintendo.
What? What are you talking about?
The way I understand what you said, but
I
the
don't.
way you said it.
Now I'm angry that I lost my Switch and I want a hot dog. So
Way to go.
yeah, no.
Dylan, look at what you did. Now you made him hungry. You know how hard it is to put him to bed when he's cranky and hungry?
Give him a hot dog.
I'm not going to make him a hot dog. You know what carbs do after midnight.
A hot dog doesn't have carbs.
They make you happy.
A hot dog is just a rod of meat.
Well, a hot dog is the meat with the bun. And the bun is carbs.
Maybe I just won't eat a bun then.
Alright, enough talking about hot dogs, and let's get back to the news. Continuing on with Nintendo, Nintendo is planning on focusing more on DLC for what they call big games, according to Nintendo president Yuji Nakamura. They're saying that they plan on adding more DLC, which is, I mean, Nintendo, they're usually a bit behind when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, DLC is kind of what happened last generation with like the Xbox 360 and all that stuff. And unfortunately, things have gone more the way of microtransactions. But personally, I'm more of a fan of DLC as long as it's good content. What about you guys? What do you think? You think they
I'm
should?
sick of all of it. Just
Yeah.
$60, give me the full game. You can't get that anymore.
I mean, there are
Yeah.
some games that you can. None come
Okay,
to
well, yeah,
mind.
but like the
Like
big,
what?
yeah, the big
Name-
games now you have to pay more to
name
get the
one.
entire experience.
Name one.
Yeah, name one.
I mean, so
You're
far,
putting them on the spot. It's hard to say.
so far.
Alright.
I mean, Super Mario Odyssey hasn't had any DLC.
Oh
Has
my god,
it?
that game's so bad.
Honestly, I don't remember. I played it and then I was done.
The Mario Party doesn't have any DLC, at least not that I know of.
Just came out.
Yeah, but so did Assassin's Creed or Odyssey, and that's already getting its first pack of DLC, as well as the
They're
new
like
Tomb
doing that.
Raider. They're both getting DLC comes out pretty early in terms of games nowadays. So yeah,
They want to do it while you're still playing it.
probably yeah. I mean, but who's playing Tomb Raider anymore? We got Red Dead. The 3DS is nearly 9 years old and it is still selling. And Nintendo claims that they will continue to support the 3DS and the DS and all its other iterations for the foreseeable future. And geez, Nintendo has just been killing it lately with the things that they've been saying and the things that they've been doing. But they've also been very good with showing support for their systems for even years after they stopped producing them. I mean, I think it wasn't until like the early 2000s that they stopped supporting, like doing tech support for the original NES, and that's only because like the parts were no longer being made. So, yeah, it's not really a surprise to see that like the DS and the 3DS are all getting this support from Nintendo, but Jesus Christ,
Pokemon.
it's been 9 years since the 3DS. I remember when that like the 3DS was a huge deal. It's like, oh, now you can have it in 3D without glasses.
But it wasn't 3D.
And it would hurt your eyes.
It wasn't even 3D. It was in the screen 3D.
Yeah, but still, like nothing like that has ever been done. And I don't even think it's been done since. At least not in
Eh. It was sensationalized.
yeah, probably, but still, it's like that thing is 9 years old now.
Me too.
Okay. But sad news for Pokemon fans and Nintendo fans all over. Longtime Pokemon director, sorry if I just butcher this name, Junichi Masuda is stepping down after the release of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah, that
He's-
game is horrible.
It hasn't even come out.
Trust me. Trust me.
Well,
Trust me.
either way, it is very sad to see this person who's been with the series since the very beginning. He was a composer on Red and Blue and has been the director on many other Pokemon games since then. So it is sad to see him go. However, he is very excited to see the release of Pokemon and is also very excited to pass the Pokemon torch on to a younger generation, seeing what they do with the franchise themselves.
They better do something better. The new Pokemon are horrible looking.
All right, I don't think anyone's gonna really agree with you or disagree with you on that. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look like they gave a 9-year-old a marker, and he just scribbled up like, "Oh, here's a frog, mixed with a
Kangaroo.
with a tree. His name is Free. He's a frog tree, and he uses leave attacks. That's my new Pokemon.
Well, I think you just got it. I just think you just secured yourself a job at Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And that was
Yeah,
just
anyway.
off the top of my head at 2 a.m. on Sunday. So, you know, imagine what I could really do.
Will, you're breaking the illusion.
Of what?
This is a live show. No, it's not. We don't have to say that we're live.
It
But
should be.
That's
We're
why
live,
you're not
people.
hearing us swearing.
We're live, people. Don't.
no, we're
listen
dead
to
on the
Tab.
inside.
He's stupid.
Well, no one's denying that. But
This is
before we
Disney
continue, I just want to let everyone know about Goodwill. With Goodwill, when you donate your stuff, you help create jobs. And here's how they do it. When you donate to Goodwill, they sell your stuff to help fund job training programs for the right people in your community. So by teaming up with them and donating your local Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with a leftover guitar from your 1980s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
No,
All
Just
right.
like threw that in there.
And
That's part of the. That's part of
I
it.
wanna- I
That's
wanna
actually
put it out
written
there
down.
that I am starting a rival thrift store empire called Badwill, because I'm the bad boy of thrift shops. And
I want to see everything in your thrift shop just be like very, very punk esque. It's all black
Yeah.
leather.
it's all goop suits. I cater to a very
Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm going to stop you so that we don't have to hear the stupidity that comes out of your mouth right now.
I like those goop suits. With, like,
Stop.
knuckles.
Stop.
So you can dart your tongue in and out.
Stop. Please, for the love of God, shut up. And finally, continuing on with some Smash Brothers Ultimate news,
Ooh,
they have
so
given
good.
us the final launch roster revealed, as well as leaving room open for more DLC, for more characters and all that. They've announced that there will be 74 characters at launch. That doesn't mean that they'll be there as soon as you boot up the game. There are many that you have to unlock, but they are in the game at launch. Plus 5 planned DLC and the Piranha Plant that was just announced, which the Piranha Plant is a playable character.
You can't even move. How is it?
I don't know, but Waluigi isn't.
He's
Where
just
is
stationary,
Waluigi?
and he just starts to bite everything.
They also announced a new Spirit mode. Yeah, did you guys see the Nintendo Direct or the Nintendo Treehouse where they revealed these last bits of information?
I did, but briefly. Like I saw a couple clips of it.
Nintendo is a treehouse.
Yeah, it's like their live stream or it's like their E3, despite the fact that they also still do E3.
That's
But-
stupid.
Yeah, but it's like something that they do quarterly or something.
I like it though.
Yeah, especially
It's
if
cool
it's
because it's getting news directly from Nintendo.
So
yeah.
okay.
But
Whatever.
this seems like it seems like they're trying to bring back something like the Subspace Emissary story mode from Smash Brothers Brawl. So, I mean, just seeing all our favorite characters just immediately get obliterated by this whatever the heck that thing was with all the
Yeah.
master hands, and just seeing Sonic like running and like Pikachu immediately just gets obliterated beside him and he's just like, oh no. Like all these characters are just dead, and then Kirby of all things, that little puff little snuzzball survives.
Dude,
It's
Kirby's
Kirby.
satanic. You actually know that? He's a cannibal.
What?
Dude, he eats people.
I don't think. Oh.
Yeah, you got a point.
He
You got a
eats
point.
them.
Oh. Oh God, Nintendo. Why?
Yeah. It's weird culture,
Teaching
man.
kids from a young age that it's okay to swallow their friends because they'll get their powers.
Hey,
That's why I swallow you.
He's got Nikes and I have Skechers, so he's faster than me. But I can eat him and I'll be faster.
Oh God. Well, Nintendo's view on cannibalism. That's where it is.
I can't even remember who I used to play as in Smash Brothers anymore. It's been too long.
Neither can I because I haven't really played a Smash Brothers since the N64.
That was
Okay.
such a great game.
It was the game. Like that was the game.
Falcon Punch.
All right, and our final stories for today come courtesy of BlizzCon, which happened over the weekend. BlizzCon, we got a bunch of new announcements. Some got people very excited. Some people got them very,
Agitated.
very much agitated. Especially in terms of
Vocabulary.
where this announcement came in the conference. But starting off from the beginning, a brand new Hearthstone expansion called Rastakhan Rumble is coming out for Hearthstone. I don't know if I know neither of you guys play that,
I
but
play Hearthstone.
you play Hearthstone since when?
Yeah. I don't know, like 6 months ago. Once in a while, not not that often.
But yeah, Hearthstone's getting a new expansion. Destiny 2 is currently free on Battle.net until November 18th. This feels very much a way to try to get people into Destiny, to get them to buy the latest expansions and all that. To
They use
Yeah.
the addiction model.
pretty much, yeah,
It's really
that seems like
depressing.
what it is. Like you give out a
Give you-
sample for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but another announcement that they make is World of Warcraft Classic. It seems like I don't know too much information about this, but this got a lot of people excited. Lots of things happening with that. New Heroes of the Storm character, Morphia. It is the first original character for the game. All the other characters in Heroes of the Storm have been from other Bethesda or not Bethesda, Blizzard properties such as World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and Overwatch. So this is the first character that's actually made for the game. Does not belong to any other world. But continuing with new characters, a new Overwatch character, Elizabeth Belladonna Ashe, has been revealed, and she seems very much like McCree. Is that the character's name? McCree,
Yeah.
the cowboy.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. So she seems like you obviously play a lot more than I do of Overwatch and all that.
Yeah.
And
So what are we talking about?
the final announcement at BlizzCon this year was a bit of was actually a major disappointment for many fans. There have been rumors going around about a brand new Diablo game, possibly Diablo 4, and Blizzard decided at the very end of their conference to reveal Diablo, but not Diablo 4. The new game is called Diablo Immortal, and it's a brand new mobile game.
Gay, gay, gay.
You can't say that.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just passionate about that. Mobile games aren't games.
Yeah, a lot of people have the same thing, but I'm not sure if people, even when they announced it, people were like just silent and like confused. They were like, I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah, why would they do it? Why would they do that?
Yeah, it's especially after like all these rumors going around of Diablo 4. They're working on Diablo 4, and Blizzard never really did anything to like knock those rumors down, saying we're not working on Diablo 4 quite yet, but we do have something in the Diablo series planned that you might see more of at BlizzCon. I feel like if they had done that, this would have been less of a disappointment in general. However, they didn't do anything of the sort. They more or less just said, hey, here's Diablo Immortal. It's a brand new mobile game. And everyone in the audience was just, oh, no.
Yeah, they're just looking for money.
Yeah, and it's a mobile game, very much probably going to rely on microtransactions. Uh, it's probably going to be a very much a play to win model. Very,
I mean,
very
pay to
upsetting.
win.
Yeah, did I say
I-
play to win?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which
That would be
I'm
how a
down.
normal game should work.
Sorry for the bad show today, guys. Next week Will won't be here, so it'll be
wait,
better.
I won't.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be here.
Oh. Guess
But,
I ruined it.
But before we get going, I just want to remind everyone you are listening to 88.3 WHCM FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of the Harper College Board of Trustees. I've been your host, Tyler Papazian. I want to thank my guests, Dylan and Will.
No, you
You're
want to
wel-
thank your guest Dylan.
You're welcome.
No, I want to thank Will too. He's a nice look. You can't be mad at Will. Can't.
Yeah, you can't.
We had to stop doing this like 50 times.
To be honest,
That
you
was
did
because-
that too.
Yeah,
You were
Yeah,
part of
we
that
want-
too.
yeah.